officially hit the age of nostalgia, that the things that I liked when I was young now hold a certain significance to me that they didn't at the time. And now that I'm old, you start to look back at the things that you liked, the things that you cherished, the things that you looked forward to in your formative years. And for me, Dave Matthews was a huge reason that I picked up the guitar in general, but the person who made me really lust after a Martin was a total stranger. I was loitering in my local guitar store, as you do when you're a guitar-obsessed teenager, and I just heard this sound that I was like, that's the one. That's the guitar that I need. It's perfect. That's what I want to hear all the time. Unfortunately, I looked at the price, and as a not rich teenager, I definitely couldn't buy a Martin. The real problem with the nostalgia, though, is that you sort of go back and try to capture what that felt like and what it meant to you back then, and more often than not, it doesn't translate. Time has gone by, people change, the experience gets romanticized in your head, and it just never really lives up to the hype most of the time. And so for me, the big question with this Martin 0018 was, am I setting myself up to be let down? I'll come back to that, but let's just go over some of the basic things like the build quality, the playability, and how it sounds. All right, let's talk build quality, and it is a 100 out of 100. I could not find one thing that was off about it, not one. I mean, when you're going in and you're buying the guitar of your dreams and it costs this much money, you inspect it pretty close, and you know what? It's perfect. Playability is another huge reason, and I have primarily owned and played dreadnoughts. I like their balanced sound. They're kind of a little bit bigger. I sort of like how you have to kind of like hug the instrument to play it. But this just has this ability to kind of like snuggle up against you. Big spoon, little spoon. The neck carve on this is absolutely perfect. It's got a satin finish. The only thing that I wish was a little different was that the nut width could be just a tiny bit wider. It's kind of a thin neck. Not overly thin, but it is noticeable to me because I like a beefier neck. The thing that attracted me most to the 0018 is, of course, its body shape and how comfortable it is to play. I love how it looks. It's just this, I don't know, it's like just the perfect curves, the perfect look, just everything about it proportionally to me is just, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous instrument. I mean, look how just, and the second reason is that it's like this perfect, no frills, elegant guitar, and that there's not a lot of bling on it. I don't go for that. It's just too flashy for me. And this is just like this perfect balance of beauty and simplicity, and it's functional, but still feels like a work of art. So we come back to our main question. Did I make a mistake? Did I set myself up to fail by sort of trying to recapture this moment, this dream that I had when I was a brand new guitar player as a teenager? Did I make the right decision? And I think the answer is best to just quote Jack Nicholson. You're goddamn right I did! Yes, I am glad I did it. I would do it 100 times out of 100. It is everything that I had ever hoped of, that I had ever dreamed about. It is the sound that's been in my head for 25 years. There are things worth waiting for. There are things worth longing for. And there are things that cost a lot of money that are extremely, extremely worth it. And this guitar fits all those.